All right, everybody. I wanted to do this video before the new year comes. I'm probably going to do one more video. It's going to be a motivational video, but I have a video lined up out of request because someone asked me to explain the Civil War, and I'm going to do that because I kept my word. I have more and more information on that, so I'm just taking my time and trying to make it right. But this video is going to be more about my last video, and my last video was not a slight at women. It was just kind of telling women that you are not oppressed, because when people have a victim mentality, they usually allow victimology to happen to them, or someone to create this perpetual victim state. And I kind of want to get away from that. But this video is talking about one of my statements in the video where I said that voting is the act of slaves. Now, I'm going to not only tell you how your information gets sold by voting, that show you that you're voting in a foreign election that you have no dog in the fight. Okay, so we're going to get into what public domain is. Okay, so public domain information, once you register to vote, all your information becomes public domain. Okay, so public domain information refers to the realm of all works or objects of related rights which can be exploited by everyone without authorization. For instance, because protection is not granted under national or international law, or because of the expiration of the term of protection or due absence of an international instrument ensuring protection in the case of foreign works or objects related to rights. Okay, so now I'm going to read to you what happens to your information when you register to vote. So let's see. The availability of voter file information. There are often claims of voter information being sold on the dark web. These reports may be false. Doesn't say they are false. It says may be false positives. Because there is a great deal of voter information available to either anyone who wants to purchase it, or at least to candidates and political parties. Once the voter information is received from authentic sources, there is no technical limitations on how the data is reused, redistributed, consolidated with other data sources. When this data appears on the dark web, it can cause concern of a data breach, but it is usually just public data that is widely available. So now when you see things like the Experian breach and all this stuff, these breaches are purposely done. They're selling your information and then saying that it's breached. Okay, the price of information, availability, and type of data in a voter file varies from state to state. The price of statewide voter files range from $0 to $37,000. That means just for registering you to vote, a state can sell off your information and make anywhere from $0 to $37,000. Did you know that? I'm sure you did not. The relative availability of voter file information can be categorized as open, effectively no use restrictions, mixed restrictions, some restriction of specific types of user groups, or restricted, some restriction of specific types of user groups, or complete restrictions for specific types of user groups. In general, even the least restrictive states prohibit the commercial use of voter file information. However, the amount of personal information such as date of birth or social security number included in the voter file may remain significant and valuable to the variety of malicious actors. Now, this is going down and showing how much the states are selling your voter information form. So it tells you the availability in Alabama is open. That means the price estimate is $37,000. So they're selling your information for $37,000. In Alaska, it's open and they're selling it for $20. So let's go to Florida. It's open and it's free. Georgia, $250. Illinois, restricted, and it is $500. Let's go to Wisconsin, $12,500. Okay, so now I'm going to the states and I'm telling you what is open and what information does the file keep and what is confidential. Obviously, your Social Security, the month and date of your birth is confidential in Alabama, but all voter registration information except what is confidential. That means that they can request your driver's license and they can look it up. But the state's not just going to give out the information, but they can request a driver's license and look up damn near all your information. Now, do you understand why I say voting is the act of slaves? Voting is nothing more than a cattle head count. That's all it is. So when I'm saying stuff, don't believe, you don't have to believe me, but I'm not just saying it because it sounds good. Voting is the act of slaves. That's how they register their chattel. They register their chattel as property. And as I read to you about public domain. So here's what I'm telling you why you're voting in a United States election is a foreign election, contrary to belief. OK, first, you have to understand the definition of the United States, and then you have to understand 8 U.S.C. 1481, loss of nationalization by native-born or naturalized citizens, voluntarily action, burden of proof presumptions. OK, a person who is a national of the United States, whether by birth or naturalization, shall lose his nationality by voluntarily performing any of the following acts with the intention of relinquishing United States nationality: obtaining naturalization in a foreign state upon his own application, upon an application filed by duly authorized agents after attaining the age of 18. So this constitutes as you contracting. This is why people are catching hell. I keep giving people your answer, and you keep contracting and being a United States citizen. You can't serve two masters. Okay? You can't serve two masters. Okay, obtaining naturalization in a foreign state, which is United States. So here's what a foreign state is. The term foreign state includes outlining possessions of a foreign state, but self-governing dominions or territories under mandate or trusteeship shall be regarded as separate foreign states. Okay, so upon an application or upon application filed duly, I already read that, taking an oath or making an affirmation or other formal declaration of allegiance to a foreign state or a political subdivision thereof, having obtained the age of 18 years, or entering or serving in the armed forces of a foreign state. Don't people join the United States military? Now you want to know why? Now you want to know why veterans get such crappy treatment. If such armed forces are engaged in hostilities against the United States, or such person serves as commissioned or non-commissioned officer, or accepting, serving in, or performing duties of any office, post, or employment under the government of a foreign state or a political subdivision thereof, obtaining the age of 18 years, if he has acquired the nationality of such foreign state, or accepting, serving in, or performing the duties of any office, post, or employment under the government of a foreign state or a political subdivision after obtaining the age of 18. Because of the age of 18, they've basically figured you are an adult, for which the office, post, or employment, an oath, affirmation, or declaration of allegiance is required. Don't you have to require declaration to be a U.S. citizen, not a United States citizen or United States of America, a U.S. citizen? When you sign up to be a U.S. citizen, this is what you're doing. Okay, making a formal renunciation of nationality before a diplomatic or consular office of the United States. So, the term United States, except as otherwise specifically herein provided when used in a geographical sense, means the continental United States, Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Guam, the Virgin Islands of the United States, and the Commonwealth of the North Marianas Islands. In a foreign state, such as may be prescribed by the Secretary of State. The term state includes District of Columbia. So Puerto Rico, Guam, the Virgin Islands of the United States, and the Commonwealth of the North Mariana Islands. This is what they're talking about. They're not talking about the continental United States. They're trying to set up the separation between the states or the continental states and the state, meaning the District of Columbia, meaning Washington, D.C. Every time you get an application or a credit application, on that credit application, it says that you are a United States citizen or a U.S. citizen. This means that you are a citizen of the state of District Columbia, the state, consisting of District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Guam, Virgin Islands of the United States, and the Commonwealth of North Marianas Islands. This is where they're tricking you into renouncing your nationality. So, when you register to vote, and on some of the documents you contract into, you are a stateless person. This is why you have no rights. This is why they take your rights. Please look up what a stateless person is. I just thought that I would go over this to let you know why I stated that voting is the act for slaves. They're just registering their property. They're taking all your private information and putting it into public domain. And then when you try to get it removed in some states, it's so hard to get it removed, but you have to know how to do it. That I know how to do, but I'm not getting in that. I just wanted to tell y'all this. Well, have a good one. I'm out.